Okay. Yeah, so basically we're going to talk about Elijah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Elijah Alleman, what's his date of birth again? So bad.
April 3rd, 2002.
Shame on me for not knowing 2002. Okay. And so yeah, he's got 5 siblings. He speaks English. 3 adults in the house. Um, what's the nature of his communication problem?
Elijah has articulation issues, and actually, I don't even know what it's called, but he has an excessively long tongue, so that's part of his articulation. And he has a silent R, and he just had a huge speech delay from birth.
Okay. And nothing really caused the problem. We don't. There was no root to the problem. And when did we notice that he had a speech delay?
He got diagnosed with autism and a speech delay at 19 months.
Oh, okay. And at school, how do you think kids react to his speech problem? Do you think that people even react because he's high functioning?
I think it's probably going to start to be an issue as he gets older. Like, he's going to be 10 this year, and he sounds like a baby. So
yeah,
it's hard.
And you're working on getting him more speech. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, we have an IEP next month.
You have an IEP next month, okay.
So he has group speech sessions, which is I'm trying to switch to individual to address the articulation issues.
Okay. Does Elijah think that he has a problem? Is he aware that he's got a speech problem?
Mm-mm.
There's no aware. Okay. And then do we know of any relatives that have speech or language problems besides Lily?
Charity.
Charity did?
Yeah, she got speech in, our sister had speech in Greenville.
I didn't know that. It wasn't that big of a problem?
She got pulled out first and second grade for articulation, but she's fine now. But you and I have a list.
Yeah, I know. We both do. I know. That's kind of funny. Yeah, people have said that. Did you have any medical problems when you were pregnant with him?
No.
Yeah.
I was on a medication that chemo patients take to stop nausea during the pregnancy, but that was approved by the doctor, but no complications.
And did he have the same developmental milestones as a baby, like where he sat up and he walked and potty trained?
He hit all the way up until 18 months.
And then what happened at 18 months?
Well, then the milestones start to get more complicated, like talking,
What about potty training?
Really hard.
How old was he when he was potty trained?
4.
He was 4.
He was 3.5, 4. He was at preschool.
When do you think his first words were said?
Like 2?
2?
Like real words?
Yeah.
19 months. He was really quiet. I don't know if you remember, but remember he cried all the time?
Oh, I remember that.
He was a crier.
Okay. And then he's on any medication.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And let's see. He hasn't had any accidents. He hasn't had any major illnesses or injuries. Elijah's pretty much came out unscathed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's had illnesses or injuries. Elijah's pretty much came out unscathed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's in 3rd grade?
He's in 3rd. No. He's in 4th grade, but he's in 4th grade learning handicapped.
Okay. And then, so what specific assistance does he get at school?
He has a 2-to-1 aide. He shares an aide with Chase, who he's shared an aide with since they were 4. And Chase has similar issues. He's high-functioning autism with speech issues. And he also gets pulled out for speech, and he gets pulled out for reading assistance.
Okay. And then what's his best subject?
Science.
Science is his best subject. I didn't know that. And what's his poorest subject?
Reading.
Reading is his poorest subject. How's he with kids at school?
He is pretty good with kids at school. He always talks about playing with Chase.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll ask him if they, talk to any other kids. And he's like, yeah. But lately, he's been telling me that he doesn't really want to play. He wants to sit on a thinking bench. He made a bench his thinking bench. And then I said, what do you think about? He's like, video games.
And then just explain how he interacts with his siblings. Because I think he's a pretty good big brother. Like he takes to
he's
the babies
good.
pretty well, right?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He has a tendency to block people out. I don't know if that's part of the autism. He's really, it's very easy for him to tune people out if he's doing something like a preferred activity, and he's very good at like tuning things out.
Yeah.
He's good at being aloof.
Okay.
He's when he wants to communicate something, he can.
Yeah. Okay. As far as his therapeutic therapy, when did that start?
In 19 months. He had
ABA. He had ABA at 19 months.
And speech.
And speech.
And OT.
And OT. And where did he have that at 19 months?
ACEs provided in-home.
That's right.
ABA.
Uh-huh.
We had a speech through Abby Rosenberg.
Mhm.
And then the mom and the mom and the daughter from Cerritos College, remember them?
Oh,
they
yeah,
worked
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember them.
They worked for Abby, and they were contracted out. And then the girl that was from up north, Haley.
Yeah. I remember Haley.
And so he had in-home speech.
Okay.
One-on-one, like 3 hours a week. Crazy amount of speech.
Yeah.
And ABA every day for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then OT once a week.
Okay. And then like the last thing was just describing the impact of his communication challenges on the family and relationships, but there wasn't really much of like his issues didn't really have much of an impact. Like he was always pretty cooperative, right?
Yeah, they're not like. That's something we might see more in the future.
Because he was always he never really had temper tantrums.
Yeah, he did. I think you see the impact from a younger age, like when they can't communicate their wants and needs.
Yeah.
Like when he was 19 months to like 24 months, maybe a little longer, he had no idea how to tell us what he wanted. He was crying all the time, and